Hi, I'm Sean Clark. Today I'm standing in front of the exterior of the high school from the film Slaughter High. Welcome to Horrors All Ground. And now our first location, Carollyn Monroe's apartment building, or as they like to call here in the UK, her flat. Even though this was supposed to be the US, and clearly wasn't. And this is the entrance she walks out of right here. In fact, you can still see those numbers are the same. 301 to 396. This is it. Carollyn Monroe's apartment. You can see in the background those archways as she's walking out. It's right here where it says car park, where those trash cans are, is where her car was parked. She didn't actually go into the car park. She was so badass. She had the prime spot apparently. So then she pulls out and heads this way. And actually it was shot in this building. Don't know exactly what floor, but somewhere in this building it was shot. The windows, as you can see, match exactly as they were in the film. They haven't changed much. But this is it. One of only a few locations in the film. Slaughter High. This will be a short-ass episode. One thing I always found interesting about Carollyn Monroe being in this film is, at the time when she's playing a high school student, she was actually 35 years old, and she looked it. No offense, Carollyn, you're beautiful. You were then, you are now, but teenager, no. Everybody in that cast looked like they were pushing 30, but she was legit 35.
What have we got to lose?
So he comes down this road here, passing the Port Mill Rise sign, and heading in this direction. Now this whole section here is used over and over again. You're gonna see how they shot it in just a second. Then they shoot the exact same road he came down, but from out in this field, a little bit further away. All this shrubbery wasn't as intense at that time, so you could see him coming from a little further down. And he drives by again. He then comes down this road, which is the one he keeps passing by. You can see the golf thing in the background there, the mound. And he stops right here. And they looks out the window to check to see what the weather's looking like. So, comes from this direction twice, then comes from this direction, and stops here. And as he sits in his car smoking, he looks across the way at another portion of the golf course. He then proceeds around this corner and sees his friend hitchhiking. And he stops over here. These trees have grown quite a bit in 35 years, I think it's about. roughly. Doing the math very quickly in my head. I know I'm off, but it's all good.
Taxi lady?
Just before the speed bump is where the car breaks down. So right about here.
Finally broke.
And then their buddy pulls up in the truck from this direction. They sit here and have a chat. And then suddenly Carollyn Monroe, blazing down this road, passes them and heads off in that direction.
Was that Carol?
Who else?
So all the road scenes you see in Slaughter High are shot from here to there and this little road right here. Just one little section at this golf course. So this location is about 2 miles from the old sanitarium, which was the building used as the high school in Slaughter High, currently an upscale private community. Somehow I cut myself. That's what happens. It's a dangerous job I have, man. A lot of blood, a lot of horror. This is it. Let's move on to the next location. I say we go to the school. Okay, so what you see behind me, this right there, is the exterior of the school from the film Slaughter High. Came all the way from California to London, England, way on the outskirts, about an hour outside the city, to get to this location, to have these security guards over here say, "No, not gonna happen, mate, out, this be private." That's my best, that was a pretty good accent, right, Rich?
Not bad at all.
Yeah, Rich thinks that I'm spot on. Anyhow, sweet talked, offered a little something something. They said that Big Brother is watching them and it's private. Now, oddly enough, this location has been used for some music videos. Ozzy Osbourne, Bark at the Moon was shot here. Total Eclipse of the Heart, Bonnie Tyler was shot here. What was the other one? Alphaville Forever Young was shot here. I didn't know the name of that band. I know the song. Forever Young, I wanna be. You know, anyway, right there. That's where it went down. But guess what? We're not getting in there to see where it went down. UPS could get in there. They just drive right in, no problem. We've seen tons of cars go in. But us, just to walk just to there to take some photos, denied. I mean, they did let me get over to there. When I talked to them, they let me from there. But, and you'll see that footage here in a second. All right.
I understand.
I can understand what you mean, yeah.
I am a man, I
Yeah.
look after a grade 2 listed building.
Yeah.
But my colleague has come from LA and I'm trying to hook him up.
There it is.
As I said, we're here. We
Well,
like to come with anyone's permission and donate to anyone's property or family.
Now you've seen that epic footage. And just no dice. Just ain't happening. Denied. And there is one last bit of hope. We met some maintenance guys around the other side that I think could take bribes. Just call me crazy, but you know, we'll see what happens. So now let's head over to the interior from Slaughter High. Check that out. So right now I'm standing outside of the building that was used for interiors for Slaughter High. And this school is abandoned and closed down. And it sucks because I can tell inside there's nothing but gold. But getting in there is not gonna happen. However, you can make out a lot of different things from the film by looking just at the windows. You can see here, this is one of the, that was one of the rooms they're in. You can see that stained glass. They used that room. And I believe the one over there as well. These were like the auditorium rooms. I will show them here in the film so you can compare. Another thing, this right here, I believe this is the staircase that they keep going up and down in the film. Right above me here. Now likely, and this area here, going back, the hallways that went to the locker room and everything, bathroom, locker room, the big shower scene, would have been up in that area, up there, through there, going to the back. But it's such a bummer that we can't get in because this is such an epic location. I mean, this is the one I wanted to see the most, was inside here. I mean, we can look through these windows a little bit, but you can't see a whole lot. This is good, the best we're gonna get inside there. Ah, wow. Unfortunately, this is about as good as it's gonna get on getting inside the Slaughter High School. I don't know if they're ever gonna plan on renovating it, or if they're gonna tear it down at some point, or if it might be, you know, historical, so they can't do anything with it. I'm not sure. But we were informed by the gentleman next door that the reason the school stopped operating here was because of the tenants next door were so loud that it was disturbing classes. So they relocated the Abercorn school to another location. But man, I wish I could get in there. This place looks epic, you know, but I didn't even think I'd ever find the place. So I'm pretty stoked as far as that's concerned. Sorry I couldn't get inside. Not my call. And once again, 5-0's coming to get me. So right now I'm in St. Margaret's Church. Now online it says this is the burial place of Simon Scudamore, who played Marty in the film. Now sadly Marty passed away in 1984, 2 years before Slaughter High even was released. He apparently had a heroin problem. I'm not sure if it was a suicide, if it was an overdose, but he passed away shortly after making Slaughter High, and unfortunately never got to see its minimal success and cult status that achieved years later. But right now I'm in St. Margaret's Church. This is right next to the Westminster Abbey, and it's a beautiful church. I mean, when I read online that this was his burial place, it seemed a little odd because this seems to be a place of royalty, somebody maybe connected to a royal family. After speaking to the pastor here, he informed me that that information online is incorrect. He is not buried here. There's no memorial plaque for him on the wall, but there is a chance his service may have happened here, and that might be the disconnect. I mean, there is an ID number for like an ID tag, and he said that that's not related to any of the stuff here. So unless there's another St. Margaret's Cathedral that we don't know about, which is possible, and it's listed incorrectly as the one in Westminster online, this is not the spot. But perhaps this is where his service was. We don't know for sure. But either way, it's a tragic story that Simon passed away so young and had such a memorable performance, you know, and God knows he'd be killing it at the conventions right now and signing a lot of those crazy old man jester masks. But anyway, rest in peace, Simon, and off to the next location. Oh, no, I won't, I promise. Oh, you guys are doing this right here. Yeah. Hell yes. So you think it's that corner or this corner? Amazing. Keeping you off. Oh shit. Yep. Gotta be fast. Amazing. Oh, so that part is still there.
Yeah.
The arch would be behind those trees.
Yeah, but it's part of the house now.
Okay.
It's a little bit different now.
Wow. Amazing. Wow, that is awesome. Oh, this is it. This is that shot right here, right? Okay.
That's that wall there. So this
All right, we'll head out. I want to get this one angle real quick though, from when he was stepping on her.
Yeah.
I think it's right down. Is it that we saw in the background?
Yeah.
I think so. It's
Tower.
like down here.
That long tower's gone now.
Amazing. Ah. Wow. Okay. Thank you so much.
No worries.
It's a long way to come
Yeah,
to
this
get
is
the.
the whole wall here. There's not much wall left really, is it? This
So-
is the original bit.
So out here would have been when they pulled up.
Wouldn't have been here.
Uh huh.
And all that bit that you're looking at was all on that outside.
Ah, gotcha. So cool. Well, what can I say? The power of persuasion and the almighty dollar can sometimes change a few minds. Not those security guards at the front, but, you know, let's just say some other friendlies in the area. That is the exact corner where all the stuff went down in the film. You can see that little bit over the wall, but odds of getting in there, woo, tough. I thought I was SOL, but made it happen. Yes, conquered, victory. As what's his name from Entourage? Was it?
Johnny,
Huh? Kevin Dillon.
Kevin Dillon, yeah, Johnny. He's got
Johnny Drama, as Johnny Drama would say. Victory! That's what we say. Anyway, so now we're waiting on our Uber to get out of here, to head to our next destination. But for this episode, we are done. It don't get much better than that. I know it was a short episode. I had limited time in there. I had to boom, boom, boom. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this episode, Slaughter High Victory. Now I just got to get in the interiors one day. Fingers crossed.